Thanks for listening to today's Bible reading lesson. The lesson today is I married my mother-in-law. Well, you know what I did? Married my mother-in-law. Not literally. But I remember growing up, my father would tell me, if you date a young lady, you look to her mother, see what she'll be like. And that holds true a lot of times. In the book of Ezekiel, as God was speaking through the prophet Ezekiel and chastising the children of Israel, he said in verse 44 of Ezekiel 16, Behold, everyone that useth the proverbs shall use this proverb against thee, saying, As is the mother, so is her daughter. And he went on and he talked about their influence from those in the land. In other words, he used that analogy of the mother. And he said, Behold, thou art thy mother's daughter that loatheth her husband and her children. Thou art thy sisters, which loatheth their husbands and their children. Your mother was a Hittite, your father an Amorite. You look, and he's saying you have been influenced by those about you when you should have stood firm. Well, you take that and you go to our day and time, and of course we have the danger of being conformed to those about us, as Paul warns against in Romans the 12th chapter. But you can make it more of a personal thing. You look and you realize the influence of mothers and fathers upon those they raise. And if someone, for example, were to date your son, your daughter, and even your granddaughter, your grandson, and they looked at you, would it be a fearful thing? Would it be a good thing? I look at my wife, I watch her, she goes about, I see the characteristics she shows, the way she talks, and I think at times, I married my mother-in-law. But thankfully, she was a good woman. She had a good character. She had a good heart. She loved people, loved her children. Family was important. And the Lord was important. And I'm blessed because she raised a daughter who has that like characteristic. We need to realize that sometimes it can be used in a negative way. You're just like your mother. You're just like your father. But it can also be used in a positive way. I hope as we read that, we'll realize that lesson and we'll make sure that we raise our children in the nurture and admonition of the Lord, as Paul gave us admonition in the book of Ephesians, the 6th chapter. That we will do as those in the Old Testament, in Deuteronomy, the 6th chapter, that the word will be in the forefront as children are brought up within the home. But more importantly, it'll be in our lives. Matthew 5:16, let your light shine. That's not just to the world outside. That's to your family. I thank God for the mother-in-law I had and the daughter she raised, the woman I married. I pray that each of us will be able to say that, and also that our children and grandchildren will be able to say the same. Thanks for listening. You have a great day, and you'll have a great day and make others' day great if you're the type of people that people will look and say, I married my mother-in-law. That's a good thing. Thank you again for joining us in this Bible study. We remind you, if you'd like to follow along in our daily Bible reading, the link below in the description of this video will give you the PDF so you can read right along with us. If you have any other questions or if you'd like information on a Bible study, contact us with the information provided on the screen before you.